A lover that needs your wisdom, this I tell ya, brother. One could end it with the other. Love or list 'em, love or list 'em.
Welcome to Love 'Em or List 'Em that we do every single Thursday at this time. We always try to help you with whatever relationship stuff that you have going on in your life. Dating is challenging. It can be tough. And on Thursdays, we have everybody who listens to help you out. And just know when you call in, we always try to meet you where you are in whatever moment you might be going through, sharing your happiness or your sadness or whatever it is. A lot more times it's joyful, that type of thing. I mention that because we were just talking to Tabitha off air a second ago, and just a heads up for those listening, she's pretty kind of emotional right now with the information that she found out last week, and you probably would be too. So just a heads up, a lot of times we do these and they're a little bit lighter, silly kind of conversations. This one on the heavier side of things. With that, I'll let Tabitha explain, what she found out not too long ago. But just a heads up for those listening, we have Tabitha with us right now on Love 'Em or List 'Em. What did you find out, Tabitha, about your boyfriend that you've dated for 7 months that now kind of has changed everything?
I just found out that he has a child.
Oh,
What? And he's kept this from you for 7 months?
how old
And
is she?
She's almost 2 years old.
Oh.
And it was. I don't know what to do, and I've been trying to process it, and I can't.
So how did you find out? Why now, not versus, I guess, 4 months ago, 5 months ago?
Yeah.
A lot of questions that we have,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah, so I really wanted to do one of those 23andMe tests, and we had talked about that would be fun, to like see what our heritage is. Like, am I Italian or what? Like, he had always been kind of hesitant to do one, which, makes total sense now. But like, so, a couple weeks passed after I started talking about it, and I was like, I'm not going to find out you have any brothers and sisters or anything, right?
You're almost joking about it.
Yeah, I was joking about it, and he just got really pale, and he just took my hands, and he said, "I have something to tell you."
Oh,
Holy jeez.
Yeah, and it's just my stomach just dropped when he said that, and he was like, "Listen, this isn't going to pop up on our results because she's too young to do one of these, but I need to let you know that I have a little girl." And I'm sorry. I got really mad. I love him, and it has been 7 months, and I was just so mad at him. I was like, how can we have been together 7 months and you didn't tell me this?
right?
How is that even possible? And he almost started crying, and he said that that's part of the reason he moved to Raleigh, because he was just dealing with so much family turmoil in Pennsylvania, because he moved from Pennsylvania a few years back, and he said part of the reason he left was because he was really mad that his ex got full custody of their baby. And
So he ran away from everything.
I mean, yeah, because they just gave her full custody, and he said he wanted to move to collect himself, to be with his family that he has here, but also just find himself again before he moves back.
Good Lord.
And now I know he's taken some really long vacations back to Pennsylvania since we started dating, and now I'm realizing it was to visit his daughter.
And all this news dropped in the last couple weeks after 7 months. So you are, we understand where this emotion is coming from, because you're trying to now grapple with these life-changing, relationship-changing revelations.
I'm processing this in real time and trying to understand the situation, why you might want to go back to a guy who does this to you.
That's pretty big.
Does him going back to Pennsylvania and sort of taking care of things, though secretively, does that endear him to you because he's trying to handle his business? I'm trying to figure out why you might want to stay with this guy after he does something like that to you.
It's I've been through all that too, and I try to see all sides, and I try to put myself in his position. it's just like I don't know why he didn't. I mean, I do know why. Like, he told me why he didn't tell me, but he had heard me say, like, when we started to date, I said I wanted to date someone that didn't have kids because, I'm a little older. So, like, every guy that I'd been on dates with was divorced with kids. And so I said, I'm just happy to find someone that doesn't have kids.
Right, but none of this blame goes on you. He should have said something at some point. It's like he hears that, he likes you, then all of a sudden 1 month passes, 2 months pass, 7 months pass, and it's like, oh my God, now I really am invested.
I'm just really torn because I love him and, like, okay, I get it. Like, you needed some time to regroup. And I respect that, and I get that. I know how that feels. But on the other hand, it's like you ran away from your problems. You ran away from your problems, and you've been lying to me for 7 months.
That's a couple of really big red flags.
I just don't know. I'm in conflict. I don't know what to do, and that's why I just wanted to call y'all to see if you had any advice on how to move forward. I really don't know.
Tabitha, love him or list him. A lot to kind of unravel there. We're going to take some calls on this. Hold on just a second, okay?
Thank you.
Robin with us right now. Robin, welcome to Kyle, Brian, and Sarah. Tabitha, listening to you right now, what would you tell Tabitha?
I am speaking from personal experience. I would list him because it doesn't change. And I know exactly what she's feeling because I did the exact same thing. And I justified why he did it and that he loved me and he was good. And I justified it. And then we got married. And then there ended up being another one.
Oh,
and
my
then at
gosh.
that point, we had kids. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay for the kids. And don't get me wrong, because I do love him. But it's not fun spending 30 years wondering what the next revelation's going to be
Right.
or when the shoe's going to drop. So it's easier to get out 7 months in than years in.
Good advice.
I'm so sorry about what you've gone through in your own personal life. Talking to her directly right now, how does she have that conversation with him? What does she say? How would you have the conversation now, knowing what you know now?
Yeah, what do you wish you had said?
What I wish I'd said is I'm worth more. I'm worth living a life of somebody that loves me and is totally honest, and I don't have to spend every day wondering what's he doing now. And it's not even about cheating. It's about other things. Is he hiding money? Is he, you know what I'm saying? But once they're distrustful, rarely do they change. So I would have told myself back then, you deserve better.
Yes.
And no matter how painful it is right now, the end will be worth it. Just like losing weight. It's not fun, but in the end, it's worth it.
Man, get her in Sister Act 3 because she just was preaching.
She just took us to church.
Took us to church. Hey, thank you for calling. That was beautifully said. We got nothing else that's going to top what you just said. Hey, thank you for calling in. Have a good day, okay?
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
A lot of great opinions and advice on our Facebook page. Mixed Mornings, Kyle, Brian, and Sarah. Steven simply said, I have zero respect. Also, Ralph, wasting no time simply saying list. You don't leave having kids off your resume, no matter the situation.
True
With
story.
that, you got Tabitha back with us right now. Tabitha, you've seen the comments, you've heard the advice, the great advice from Robin a moment ago, but you're the one in this situation, a guy that you obviously care about with that emotion that you brought us, about 15 minutes ago. What are you going to do? Love him or list him?
My heart's telling me, like, I'm going to keep on loving him because I do love him, and I think he's a good man, and I know he loves me, and I think, like, what I have to do is say, like, to him, like, I will always love you, and because I love you, I need you to forget about me for a second and do what you feel is best for your daughter. So you make that decision independently of me, and then I'll make my decisions. Like, I think that's how it has to be because, like, that's a little girl. And that is the most important thing. The most important
Absolutely. That lives in another state, yes.
Well, to me, you have your focus in the right place. It is all about that little girl. But I do want to focus on you for a second. So if he does rekindle this relationship with his daughter and you guys are still together, you mentioned you don't want to be a mother, where does that leave you? Are you going to try and step into that role, or is it going to be, sorry, now I'm listing you?
I think all I can do at this point is, like, just take it day by day and see how I feel then, because like if there's anything the last few weeks have taught me is you don't never know. No, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like you don't know what's gonna happen, and I could die tomorrow. He could die tomorrow. Like I don't like saying like stuff like that, but like it's true. So I think just do what's right day by day and see what happens.
Well, good luck. This is definitely a complicated situation, and I think that you're doing a very adult thing here. I think that you're, putting the priorities where they belong, taking a step back, letting him figure out his stuff, and then see where everything lands.
And I just wanted to say thanks to you guys and thanks to everyone who called in because like my parents don't know about this. I haven't been able to talk about this to anybody because of how it sounds,
Yeah.
So it's been nice to get like unbiased.
Right.
reaction.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Thank you guys. I feel better just talking about it and listening to people. So thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. We'd love an update, by the way.
Okay.
Down the road,
Down the road, sure. And just remember this too: if you stay with him, you have a coupon for one free bomb to drop in the relationship.
Oh, that's right.
You can literally do anything except murder someone.
That's right.
Yeah, I think what you're doing, Tabitha, I think it says so much about your heart and what you are all about. So good luck in this conversation
good
as
luck.
you navigate a very tricky situation. Tabitha, thank you for reaching out to us. You have a good day, okay? Good luck with everything.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Best of luck.